My man.
What's up?
Bro, I'm here with my man, Concrete.
I'm right here with Jaime, dog.
Yeah,
Pinche Jaime, dog. I'm right here with Jaime. I cannot believe it. Let's go.
Dude, first of all, how old are you?
I just turned 40, dude.
Really? Wait,
And
is that your real hair?
Yeah, it doesn't come with the hat or nothing, dude.
Some dude said it was a wig. I'm like, that's his real hair.
No.
I know.
Even though people always ask me, is that your real hair? Yeah, it's just my real
dude,
hair.
it's your real hair. Yeah, why do people think that's a wig?
They think like I buy hats or wigs, even though I do buy wigs for certain characters that I do on my socials. But for the most part, perro, yeah, this is real hair, bro. I've been growing this since like pandemic.
So wait, where are you from?
San Fernando, the city. I'm from the valley.
Where? What part?
San Fernando.
Like, I'm trying to think of what is, like, I think the valley, but it's actually called San Fernando.
Yeah, there's a city called San Fernando.
Out by Panorama?
A little further.
Okay.
I was born in Van Nuys, lived in Panorama for like as a baby, and then we moved over to San Fernando, like the actual city. It's right next to San Fernando, Silmar, Pacoima area.
So you're LA through and through.
Through and through, brother. Through
Yeah.
and through. There's only a few people that are from like my area, San Fernando. One of them being George Lopez.
Yeah. He's from LA?
Yeah, he's from San Fernando. We grew up in the same areas. And then the other biggest name around from that area, Pacoima, is, I would say, like Richie Valens, right? Like,
Yes.
you know, so he's a Pacoima kid, went to San Fernando High School down the street from where I grew up at and the whole deal, you know?
Wow.
So, and hopefully one day they can say, hey, Concrete lived here too.
Well, they're saying it because, I mean, so let me give the people listening a little, I'm sure all your fans know who you are, but I'm out there doing the opening of the Horseshoe in Vegas with you.
Yes. The Laugh Factory. Shout out to the Laugh Factory.
Shout out
to Harry Basil.
Harry.
Shout out to Harry Basil.
And, you know, I never really went to the shoe. That the whole joke was like, yo, we're not at the Wynn, we're not at the Cosmo, we're at the shoe. But it was dope.
It was dope. People kept asking me, like, where is that?
Yeah.
Like, is it off the strip? Is it State Line? I was like, no, it's not. We're on the actual strip, dog.
Well, we had you and I were one of the final comedians at the Trop.
So I was the last weekend. Were you the last weekend as well? Okay, so we were the last weekend at the Tropicana. Incredible.
And so that we were able to close along with Don Myrera, the oldest, coolest property, like Frank Sinatra touched.
Yeah.
And now we've gone into, I guess what the shoe's known for more than anything is the World Series of Poker, which I didn't.
Yes.
But it's in the middle of the strip, the best location.
It's really good, actually, yeah.
And our billboard was huge at the Trop, but our billboard at the shoe is insane.
Fucking 50, I don't know, 100, 200, 300, I don't know.
Yeah.
It was huge.
It's the second biggest billboard on the strip. I forget what the other one is. It's the second biggest one.
God, it was probably the one over there by, I want to say maybe like MGM. I think there's one at the MGM. I don't know. Could be, I don't know.
Maybe Brad has the bigger one.
Yeah, but that shit is crazy. Yeah, when I saw myself, I was like, whoa. Then I saw you and I was like, whoa.
Yeah, but you've been on the billboards tons at the other one.
Yeah. Well, the billboard that stayed at the Tropicana for 2 years, I was on that one.
All the time.
I was.
And so Covina, all the time. That's how I see you. I'm like, because I was in the club and I'm like, where are all these people leaving? And Harry was like, oh, we just had Concrete, did 3 shows before 6 p.m. So the way it works is we do the night shows, but you come in and do your own shows.
Yeah. I do the 6:30 shows. Get people in and out, get ready to gamble, let's go, let's have a good time in Vegas.
So when did you start? Because I don't know much about you, but I think you have a really fascinating story.
Yeah.
Because are you a DJ first, internet first, or comedian first?
I started as a DJ first. Like most people in entertainment, they started somewhere in that, you know.
At Power?
No. So I started just as a regular, you know, quinceañera DJ, wedding, baptisms.
Actual DJ?
As an actual DJ. I started as an actual, I was like 13. I was the youngest DJs to actually play in some of these Hollywood clubs at the time. And then around when I was like 16, 17, I already knew, I was like, man, I want to do music. So my pops was like, fuck it, I'm gonna just build this kid a studio, a garage in the studio. He bought me a little recorder, and I just started making beats. And I kind of gave myself a goal. I was like, look, in 3 or 4 years, I'm gonna have a song on the radio. And at the time, to get a song on the radio was like, yo, like you have a song on the radio. It's on the airwaves. Massive. And at the time, you know, still to this day, Power 106 is one of the top trusted brands in radio in LA. You You know, it's the second biggest market, probably, you know, arguably one of the second or first biggest markets in the nation. So I wanted to be on the radio, and sure enough, eventually, you know, 5 years later, I got my first song played on Power.
So you're like 18.
I'm like 18, 19, around there, 18, 19. Got my song played on the radio by shout out to DJ Fell.
Felly.
Yeah, and then I got signed like around the same time I got signed by Steve LaBelle at the time. You know, he used to manage Bone Thugs. He used to manage a bunch of other artists. And shouts to my boy Sean and Lou, who facilitated the whole thing. And then I got signed the same week. Like, basically, me and Nipsey got signed the same week to the same management deal.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, so I went to Steve's house, Steve LaBelle's house, and he's just taking me around the house, and I'm seeing all his plaques, and I'm like, this guy's legit. Like, at the time, I had this song called Bullet. I had a song called Industry Beefs that kind of went, you know, locally. Like it got a little buzz locally in the neighborhoods, and so he heard the record. He called me to do a meeting, and then he's like, "Yo, man, like, you know, come listen to the song. I have it in the car." He's like, "I'm trying to sign you and this other kid." He's all like, "Let me play the record," and he plays the record, and it's called Bulletin Got No Names, and that was one of Nipsey's biggest records at the time. And then he was like, "Yeah, man, his name's Nipsey Hussle," and I was like, "Cool, man." I was like, "Dude, so what about me though?" I was like, "Yeah, he's cool, dog. But what about me? But what about me, dog?"
Bro, I mean, he's Prince of LA, bro.
You feel me? So,
yeah.
I mean, at the time, we were all just kids, man.
This is like 20 years ago.
Yeah, like, you know, we're just kids, bro. We're trying to rap. We're trying to do our thing. And I remember going to his shows, bro. I remember going to his shows, and he had his whole hood there, and we were just all trying to support each other and just kind of, you know, uplift each other, bro. And then, you know, he kept rapping.
You were rapping?
Yeah, I was rapping. I was already rapping at the time, yeah.
So, Mentriosa, was it that or just regular rap?
Nah, I was regular rap. I was I guess you could. I mean, well, Mentirosa, which is he's a good boy of mine, Mellow Mayonnaise.
Yeah.
That song is considered the first Spanglish rap record to ever come about.
Really?
Know? Yeah.
When I moved to LA, late 80s, I think that was early 90s, I was on the radio every 2 seconds. So I felt like Gerardo, him, then obviously Be Real. But I felt like there was a lot of Latin rappers on.
Yeah, there was, bro. I mean, I obviously, and then you had doing like Lighter Shade of Brown. You had Kid Frost.
Yeah.
You know, you had a lot of rappers that were doing their thing. You know, and at the
Plus
time,
the
I
New
don't
Yorks.
even. Yeah, I don't think they were considering anything specific. You know, and then eventually it kind of evolved into like, if you're a Mexican American that raps, then you're considered a Chicano rapper. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you were just rapping.
I was just rapping. I didn't see the difference. I was just rapping. So you know when my record came out, it was just dope, man, to hear myself on the radio. I'm just a kid, you know, from the valley. I used to think Hollywood was what miles and miles and
But you
miles
grew
away.
up here.
I know, but when you grew up in the hood, you don't. You know, my parents didn't have no money to go to Universal Studios or Hollywood or anything like that. For us, like, I didn't go there till I was like 13, 14. To me, it was miles and miles and miles away. Never did I think. You know, when you're watching TV as a kid and you're looking at movies, like, and you hear Hollywood, you're like, yo, that's crazy. It's like, what? Like,
So even though you grew up in the Valley, which I consider LA,
yeah.
it's all LA. You know what I mean? We're all surrounded.
LA fools won't consider the Valley LA.
Well, you're a native. First of all,
for sure.
You're a native Californian, so I always give that its own love. But
For
then,
sure.
I don't care if you grow up in the 805, the IE, where you grow up, the 818. It's LA to me.
Yeah, when we leave out of town, we're all saying we're from LA.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but so you never came over the hill, as we say.
Not really, dude. Not really. I really stayed over here. I really just stayed over here. It was just, like just being right there in San Fernando. And to us, again, like I said, Hollywood was not even a thing. It was like never. It was a dream to be a part of it or to be somehow involved in it, you know? I know that people come here from all over the country, all over the world, to try to make it. You know what it is, bro. You know, so to me, to grow up in the backyard, it was like, I didn't really know what it was until I was a little bit more 16, 17, 18. I was like, shit, I'm in the backyard of where it all goes down. There's a chance. There's a chance. But at the same time, it's even harder because you have so much competition, right? So if you're able to make it here, bro, then you put in a lot of work. You know?
So hold on. So you had your album, and then were you on a big label?
Nah, it was really independent. I
Independently.
didn't even get the chance to really really take it to the next level. I mean, my song was playing across the nation on radio stations. It wasn't doing like crazy spins, but you know, I was getting to a point where I was trying to get spins on radio. You know, the fucking 2 a.m.s, the midnight spins.
Local, what is that? Local Veras.
Oh, Pocos para Locos?
Yeah.
So so those are
Sunday
my
night.
peoples too. So my people, Kool-Aid and E-Dub.
Philly, yeah.
Yeah, they put that together, Kool-Aid and E-Dub. And, again, good friends of mine now, man. I used to work for them actually at their studio right here in Studio City. So I did that. And then, when my best friend passed away, he was like my best friend, manager / hype man. You know, when he passed away in 2008, I was like, fuck this rap shit, man. This is fake. You know, like I didn't want to do it no more.
Mm-hmm. I'm very sorry.
You know, and then, you kind of start seeing like the facade of shit in a way, like, and, even though I grew up in the streets, like
You are from the streets.
Yeah, I mean, I grew up in the streets. I didn't gangbang. Like,
Okay.
I guess you would say at some point guilty by association in a way, but I never, I never got jumped into the hood. I never banged. So it was a lot different for me to be able to rap. You know, when you want to rap in the lane, you want to rap that shit. Most people want you to do that shit,
Mm-hmm.
I was telling stories, brother. My shit was, fiction. I was, fictional movies. I was just rapping,
You're an entertainer.
I was entertainment, bro. I was entertainment,
Yeah.
And so at some point I was like, man, I don't want to do this shit no more. Like I don't, at some point, like you got to keep up with all this shit, And when you rap stuff like that, bro, people will pull your card or they will do something. And don't get me wrong, I was never afraid of anything. It was just more like, is this really what I want to do, dog? Is this really what I want to take my career? Especially after my friend died, because then I was buzzing, everything was going good, boom, 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 and then he passes away, and then the call stops. Everybody stops calling. Nobody's checking for you. Nobody's like, hey, let me get tickets to your show, because there is no shows now, because everything kind of halted. My life changed. Like everything changed.
Mm-hmm.
And it was just a lifestyle that I didn't want to follow no more.
So your friend passed away. Was he?
So he passed away, unfortunately of an overdose. We were, we were all partying at the time. He had his demons, I had mine, and it was one of those things where it's like I couldn't tell him to stop doing shit because I was doing my own shit,
Mm-hmm.
So you gotta think about it like this, Jamie. You've been in the game for a minute, dog. You're young, you're having a good time. I don't know your story, but I know as far as when you grew up in the industry and you grew up and you're buzzing, you're doing great, everything's handed to you, brother. I was, there's nothing I didn't want that I couldn't have. Drugs, it was easy, So, it was one of those things where it was just life was coming at me fast, and God was like, "Oh, let me slow this shit down. If I give you this now, you're not gonna last either." So I kind of felt like God pulled back a little bit. And he was like, "All right, dog, hold on, you're not ready for this.
Yeah,
let me just hold on, stop."
So you were going at it hard.
We were going at it. I mean, at the time, dude, we were selling out House of Blues. We were selling out the Knitting Factory, everything, all the clubs in Hollywood. We were doing it. We were selling them out. It was a great run, but it was too fast. It was happening too fast.
Was he a partner? Was he a rap partner?
Yeah, he was my hype man. He was my hype man producer.
Yeah,
hype man producer. And like it just happened fast. And when things happen fast, bro, like you don't know what you're doing. And when you're 20, 21, bro, nobody could tell me shit.
No, dude, you got whatever you got in front of you, whether it's pills,
whatever,
rails, women,
invincible.
fools.
You feel like you're invincible. You're young. Nobody could tell me shit. And I was, I was arrogant. I didn't understand. Like sometimes when you have certain power, like you don't know how to control it. And I didn't have the right people around me to really guide me and nurture the situation. It was just more like, fuck it, just let him do what he's doing. Let's go, So, when once that happened, I was like, all right, I'm done.
So you stopped.
I completely stopped the rap. I mean, I tapered off, kind of tapered off the shit, and then I decided to just, I didn't want to leave the industry, like I didn't want to leave entertainment because I've always fell in love with it. I've always been, to me, entertainment. Like ever since I was 6, I remember grabbing my dad's camera and watching it in living color. And other, like other shows, Risa en Vacaciones, which is like kind of like a prank show, like a Mexican prank show from.
What's it called?
Risa en Vacaciones. So it's basically laughing on vacation.
Okay.
And they used to do pranks in Cancun.
Okay.
And they used to do these pranks, and it was all hidden camera type shit.
Good place to do pranks.
Which you're familiar with, right?
Yes.
And so, you know, it was that show was hilarious, and I remember watching In Living Color and all these shows, and I remember taking my dad's camera and reenacting these skits, and you know, but acting was, again, dude, being in the Valley, like when my parents, I'm first generation Mexican American, so my parents immigrated here and didn't understand the concept of like, wait, you want me to leave my job to take you to an audition at 1 p.m.? Are you fucking crazy? We don't got time for that. We don't got the money. We don't have $500 to get you headshots. No. So whatever it is you're thinking about, let that shit go. Because they didn't understand it. You know what I'm saying?
100%. I mean,
and there wasn't money for it. You know,
my parents didn't understand it, but I lived outside of Philadelphia. You only live 5 miles away, but it's a whole. To me, you're already in it, bro. You're already in it. You, George, Trevor Wallace, you guys all grew up around L.A. Man.
I had silver teeth, and I remember my mom. We were at the mall, and some lady. It was like this company, John Robert, or whatever the hell.
Oh, and that modeling guy.
Yeah. So she was like, "Hey, your son is gonna be the next best thing," and I'm right there, silver teeth, like, and my mom's like, "Him? Him?" My mom's like, "Him? Are you sure?" She's like, "Yeah." And she's like, "Here's a meeting. Meet us on Monday at Studio City." And my mom's like, "Okay." So she took us over there, and then when they told her it's gonna be $500 for the registration plus headshots, my mom's like, "Yeah, you're going to school, buddy.
Yeah,
let's go." And I remember being all mad in the car, like, I want to be an actor.
Yeah. Well, first of all, Mario Lopez also local. But yeah, that's how they get you. But I mean, you know,
again,
good your mother was there because there's some weirdos at the mall
for sure.
But a lot of people haven't been discovered at malls.
Oh, for sure. I just my mom couldn't fathom $500 when my mom was making like $450 an hour. What did your mom do? What does she do? So my mom at the time, well, I mean, she worked at the same company for like ever. So she used to like weld, like she used to solder a bunch of stuff.
Really? That's a real one.
So she used to solder a bunch of stuff for like 25, 30 years. And then my dad, he worked at this place called Crime Stoppers, and he used to like build alarms for cars and shit. Yeah. You know? Okay. That's what he did for a while. Now he's been working at, you know, this place called PPG in the Valley, and he's been working there for 30 years now. So your dad built the alarms? Yeah, like car alarms. Like he was turning on the Ford Taurus from outside the car in the 1994, dog. People were like, "What?" My dad was like, "Yeah, I'll turn on the Ford Taurus from here." Yo, he put a little back door in there. Yeah, a little gold Ford Taurus, dog. So wait, so here's what's I gotta ask you something. This is gonna defer what I was gonna say, but yeah. So are your parents they're from Mexico? Yeah. From like what part? Like they're from Nayarit. From Tepic, Nayarit. It's a coastal state. So do you know the movie Romeo and Juliet? Of course. You guys shot it there. We shot Mexico City. Yeah, Mexico City. Veracruz. In Veracruz, yeah. So I don't know how far that is from you guys. That's down south. Mexico City's down south. That's more like, down south. So were your parents from a little bit of a hardcore spot or a chill spot? Because I used to go to Tulum before. Nayarit's a northern state. That's like over here by like Sinaloa. So like it's a northern state, northern coastal state. You know, so it's only 2 hours, 2-hour flight from LAX, let's say. Okay. And it's more of a coastal state, very beach. All we eat is mariscos type. You know. So it's chill. It's chill. It's chill. So they're first generation, and now you're first generation. I'm considered first generation. Yeah. So you're American. Yeah. Because you're born in America. Yeah. Okay. Because I think of L.A. really, if you really want to go deep, it's Mexico. This was Mexico. Yeah. And we kind of stole it. It's not the Angels, it's Los Angeles. It's true. It's true. It's true. You know what I'm saying? It's not Saint Diego, it's San Diego. Okay. There's a reason. I mean, you look at all the streets, Santa Monica, you look at all these streets, they're all Spanish, you know? What about Sepulveda? Same shit. Sepulveda? Yeah. You know? Yeah, dog. And LA to me, would you say the biggest culture here, what would you say is the biggest culture? I think I know what it is. I would say it's Mexican. Or yeah, by far. Well, yeah, I mean Spanish. What do I say? Do I say Spanish, Latin? Yeah, I mean you can say Mexican. Because it's Guadalajara and there's fucking El Salvadorians. Yeah. Everybody. Yeah, well, I mean, obviously the Mexican culture is predominant here in LA. That's what I think. Yeah, I think it's them. Yeah. Who you give next to? Blacks or Asians? Or the whites?
I think Mexicans are more. There's
In
more
LA?
I think there's more Mexicans in LA than whites. Do you think that?
I don't know.
That's a good battle.
In Cali or in LA? Cali or just in LA?
Southern California.
Oh yeah, I mean, there's definitely a lot of Mexicans, you know. I mean, but there's definitely a lot of, you know.
Northern California, I'm going to give that to the Asians.
Yeah, there's a lot of Asians out there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to say the Mexicans, I don't know. I have to do the census board, but I feel like we are so Spanish.
Yeah.
Every food, everything.
For sure. There's obviously there's also a lot of, you know, there's
All the
Colombians,
streets.
there's, you know, Argentinians and, you know, Central
Peruvians.
Americans, South Americans, you know, and I'm sure a lot of people just get thrown in the same pot where it's just Mexican. You know what I'm saying?
Racist. White guys just go, you know, you're Mexican.
Yeah, it's okay.
Racist. If you're brown, you're Mexican. You're
Well, yeah, if you're Asian, to you know, to a Mexican, you're probably just a Chino. You know what I'm saying? We don't differentiate from Korean, Japanese, or nothing, bro. You know,
racist. See,
it is what it is, dog.
And the blacks. So that's what I think makes up LA.
Yeah,
3 different groups, but I do feel that LA has always been a Spanish inspired.
Well, yeah, bro. I mean, we're only 200 miles away from the border.
I know. It's different than Texas.
And not only that, but you got to remember there's Mexicans and that been here when this shit was still Mexico. And there's generations of that shit here, you know, 5, 6, 7 generations, you know, that grew up here that they never went back or they never got sent back or whatever the case may be, right?
Yeah.
So they grew up here when this shit was Mexico and their families stayed here when, you know, throughout the years, you know? I mean, it's been well documented in plenty of movies, you know, and you know, Blood In, Blood Out, and you know, American Me, and you know, you know, Mi Familia, and all these films that have portrayed the situations that have passed over the years. That it's not fiction, it's fact, you know.
Yeah, no, and I just saw this whole thing about how they outpost the states. There was like a big Mexican developer out here in Hollywood, so there was a lot of backstory to the history of California. Like you said, all the streets are exactly like you just said. Encino's probably even.
Yeah.
Encino.
Probably, I don't know.
So, okay, let me go back. George Lopez, when I used to like, this is way back, I used to what they call showcase. So it was a different time in the 90s. Gary Owen, Bill Burr, you showcase for 8 minutes, and then studios look at you and try to give you something called a holding deal for like 6 months. And George Lopez was already an established guy. But he was like this guy who was like married, I think, and he was talking like all like, well, you know, my wife. And then when he blew up after a show or two, he was like, hey, Holmes, like he was like homeboy.
Yeah.
So I didn't know. He's actually a homeboy.
He's from the neighborhood.
From the hood.
He's from San Fernando.
So he's a real hood dude.
Yeah,
But
I wouldn't suggest he's a gangster or nothing.
No,
I'm just saying,
but
he grew up in the hood. Yeah, I mean, he grew up in the neighborhood, San Fernando.
He used to wear like a tie on stage and be like this little like.
Well, because I think too at the time, like stand-up comedy, that was like the thing, right?
Yeah.
Like, you wear a tie, you know, whatever the case may be. You know, I don't think it's like that now. I think it's a little more relaxed now. You know.
Yes.
Comedians now tend to just, you know, maybe a t-shirt, a jacket up top, and let's go. You know, some sneakers. You know, but. So it definitely has changed, you know?
I just couldn't believe how hardcore he was. The way he talks.
Oh, hell yeah.
He's a hardcore dude.
Yeah, he's cultured. He's cultured for sure.
Yeah, but I thought he was more like, you know, this white bread guy. So he was like, you know, my wife. So I'm just fascinated by the whole thing. So you go in and you stop your rapping.
Yeah.
And then what'd you do?
And then I got into filming. I got into shooting music videos for a bunch of artists because that was like the next best thing for me. To you know, I couldn't hold a job. It wasn't my thing to try to go and work a 9 to 5. I couldn't be cubicled up. I just couldn't do it.
Cubicle, you,
dude. Yeah. I went and lied. I went and I got a. I don't even remember. I mean, you probably don't remember those places. You've been probably working in Hollywood for quite some time, but I don't know if you ever heard of this place called Select. And there was a place where you would go, and it was like a workforce center. You would go and you fill out or get on the computer and fill out what you know how to do. And I lied. I was like, accounting, yup. Fireman, yup. Electrician, yup. I just lied, and I clicked every fucking box there was on that thing. And I ended up getting called for an accounting job at this place called Fallas Paredes and Factory to You, which is like a like low-income clothing stores, right? And so I went and did accounting for them for like 90 days, and then they found out that I didn't know what the fuck I was doing.
How did you do that?
I was just bullshitting the whole time, just bullshitting my way through everything.
But you're an accountant.
Yeah.
How can you lie?
I was just bullshitting my whole way through, dude. 90 days. Wow. 90 days. And then the manager, he ended up, taking a liking to me, and he's like, man, I heard you trying to rap. He's like, look, I'm gonna do you a favor, man. Look, I'm gonna let you go. He said, you're not an accountant. I know. Because they asked me to produce my accounting degree, and I was like, yeah, no, they're gonna send it in the mail. They're gonna send it in the mail.
Right.
And I just kept telling them, it's coming. And they're gonna send it. Don't worry. They're gonna send it. And the shit never came. And so he gave me a check, my last $800. And I remember I called my girl. I was like, hey, you want the good news or the bad news? She's like, give me the good news. I was like, the good news is that I got an $800 check in my hand. She's like, what's the bad news? It's like, it's the last one. And I remember I was like, hey, I'm going to buy a camera with this shit, and I'm going to try doing some music videos and, I don't know, little documentary pieces. At this point, like, YouTube was, like, barely becoming a thing,
Yes.
2009, around there. Like, people knew what it was, but a lot of rappers weren't too hip to it,
Yeah.
And so I started just shooting a bunch of music videos and telling artists, like, yo, I can get you a YouTube account. And they were like, what? I was like, yeah, dude, for an extra $100, I'll set you up.
So you started becoming that guy.
So then I started hooking up music videos, and I started hooking people up with YouTube accounts, and I started setting up rappers, and one thing led to another, man. I shot and directed for 12 years, got some pretty cool gigs, traveled the world, saw the world through a lens. Luckily, I got in contact with this dude named Anthony Cook, one of my boys. He's from Cincinnati. At the time, our boy Black Chill, he called me to do a music video, and it was my first big music video. And he was like, "Yo, meet me at Chili's." And I was like, "Whoa,
Chili's,
this is serious." I had never gone to Chili's. My boy, I was like, "Man, this is serious." And I remember I showed up in a dress shirt and everything, and they were like in flip flops and shit. I was like, "Whoa."
Yeah. Okay. I
was like, "This is fucking serious, dog." I told my girl, I was like, "Babe, I'm having a meeting at Chili's." She was like, "No way."
Okay.
I was like, "I'm going over there. Wish me luck." Sitting down, and he's like, "Yo, man, the budget's $10K." I said, "What?" I was doing videos for $500, $1,000, at the most. So this dude was like, yo, man, I got a $10,000 budget for you. I want you to direct the music video.
But you were doing videos for $500,000.
No, $1,000, $500.
Oh,
dude, see, that's crazy.
No, you said 500,000. I thought
no, 500,
1,000,
500 to 1,000,
oh,
brother.
Man.
That's crazy. No.
See what I heard?
Yeah, that's that white ear, boy.
White, racist.
That's that white ear. Yeah, 500,000 is great.
You're doing $500,000. That's all they gave you.
That's all they gave
That's all they gave you, bro. For YouTube? Come on, man,
bro. So I'm over here like I'm like 10,000. I was like, that's crazy, and I was
you're like the video's $250, $970, $97.50.
I was like, dude, I'm gonna pocket $8,000.
You know how we think.
Yeah, I feel you.
You know how we think, bro.
So then he was like, "Hey, man, I'm gonna introduce you to your first AD," and I didn't know shit about any lingo, no film lingo, no positions. I didn't know shit, and I was like, "Oh, hey, what's up, first AD?" I was like, he was like, "Yo, my name's Anthony Cook," and I was like, "Cool." He's like, "Well, I'm gonna work with you on this process. So whatever you need from me, you let me know." And for a whole week, he was like, yo, man, I need that storyboard. And I was like, yeah. All right.
Okay, yeah, what's up?
Yeah, okay. He's like, yeah, man, so what do you want to do, man? Where do you want to shoot this? I was like, man, just find a place. And I gave him my treatment. This is what I want to do for the music video. And then he started producing it. And we ended up getting this big old stage in downtown LA, with a bunch of sets. And it was my first time ever doing that. And he's doing all his first AD work, and we hired a producer to help me get the sets and the actors and all kinds, everything that goes with being on a set. And so I get to the set. It's a 2-day shoot. I get to the set, and he's like, "All right, man, it's 8 a.m. The crew's waiting for you to go talk to them. Let them know what you want to do." Mm-hmm. And I'm like, "All right." I was like, "Well, let's shoot. Point the camera that way."
Bro, this is crazy.
And everybody's like, "Okay."
How did he find you off of YouTube again?
Yeah.
So he saw your
Well,
work
just like mutual friends of other rappers.
and said, "Meet
you
me
know?
at Chili's. I got a bigger video for you to do."
Yeah, and because I knew what I wanted to do. I had a vision. I've always had a vision of what I wanted, and to me, I was, to be completely honest, Jamie, I was just mimicking whatever I had seen before.
Yeah.
I was just like, okay, cool. I want the light here. I want this light to be here, but I didn't know that it was a tungsten or a daylight or it was a Fresno or I didn't know what a C-stand was, nothing. So I'm on set, and my boy Anthony, he like during lunch, he was like, "Hey man, come here." He's like, "Hey, you didn't go to school for this shit, huh?" And I was like, "Nah, bro." He's like, "Yeah, the crew's a little frustrated with you because you're not communicating with them what you actually want." He's like, "I'm gonna do you a favor." He's like, "Look, bro, just come to me. You let me know what you want, and I'll communicate to the crew so that way they're not like, I'll talk to the gaffer, I'll talk to Grip and Electric." And I was like, "Cool." So he got me through the 2 days, bro. Fast forward like 3 weeks later, I edit the music video. The video, it does well. He calls me. He's like, "Hey man," he's all like, "Dude, the video did really well." He's like, "I love working with you, bro. You know what you're doing. You have a vision." He's all like, "Look, man, I'm an instructor at the New York Film Academy, right here in Burbank." He's all like, "Now, I don't know if you can afford an education here or not, brother, but what I want to offer you is I want to get you a job there so that you can just sit in the back of the class and take notes and learn everything you can."
So that'd be free?
So no, I was getting fucking paid to go. I was getting paid as a TA.
Why?
Because he got me the job as a TA there.
Wow.
Badass, right? So
you took all the notes?
So I took all the so I was
the
sitting,
teacher, but you're learning as you go.
So I was in the back. And then during some of the assignments, the students would be like, "Hey, Mr. Gutierrez, what do we do here?" And I'm like, "What would you do?"
Yo, that's so funny.
It's art. Nothing's wrong.
Yeah, that's so
Do what you want to do. How would you do it? And be like, hey, Mr. Gutierrez, how do we change the film? Guys, it's your class, not mine.
Bro, you're so much like me. You just fucking bullshit your way right through it, bro. Just let them figure.
And I was there for 4 years. I ended up getting literally a master's degree education on film and cinematography for 4 years there. You know, granted, I knew what I wanted and I knew how to explain to the kids like certain things, but at the time I was learning. Like, again, I didn't know what a C-stand was. I didn't know what certain lenses did or how to accomplish certain shots and dolly shots or this and all this shit, So once I learned that, it was like I was off to the races, bro. And it was like, okay, now I know how to talk to you motherfuckers. Now I know the fucking lingo.
To be to your defense though, I never knew that shit either.
Yeah.
When I got a job as an actor, they would say, "Oh, hit your mark." I didn't even know what a mark was.
Yeah.
So it's like you said, C-stands and the flags. Oh,
yeah. Open up the camera.
Yeah, Duveen strip and all this shit. So you don't really know, and then you kind of ask people. But it is kind of crazy. They should put us through a little thing. But it's good that we're get jobs though.
I mean, dude, look, all I knew is that I knew what I wanted on camera. I knew what I wanted to see in that frame. I just didn't know how to get there. Well, I didn't know how to communicate it.
But you're a director.
Yeah.
So if you're directing, that's kind of all their jobs. But it is good to know this stuff.
Well, yeah, because, I mean, I was able to, my whole thing was the language barrier between me and the guys that went to school for this shit, right?
You mean the technical shit?
The technical shit, like, hey, man, put a 50 on that, you know what I'm saying? Fucking, lower the aperture or, do this or do that in the third. And once I learned all that, it was like, all right, cool. And then that's when my career in film started really taking off, And then
Apple Box.
Everything.
I didn't even know it.
Chicago it.
Yeah.
All that.
That's true. Yeah, that's a real term.
Fucking crafty. I didn't know shit about, I didn't even know what a Firewatch job was,
Yeah.
And all that shit was like, once I got into it, it was like, all right, let's go. And then I started traveling with it.
So you did that. Wow, you were in school 4 years, and then you started shooting more videos?
And then, and that's where I shoot more, and that's where I getting hired by a bunch of people, I mean, I've shot, shot for the Marleys. I've shot for, this, that, and the third. I've I'm probably close to probably 1 billion views on all my work,
Wow.
A bunch of different music artists and documentaries and small pieces. I worked for Tidal for a while. I did a bunch of their pieces. I mean, I've been around for the music industry, I put my work into it.
So how did you, then were you a DJ at Power 106?
No, that's currently.
You're there now.
I'm there now. I'm not a DJ. I'm a host. I'm a host for the morning show.
Okay, when did you start doing? Yeah, I don't know.
The comedy. It's okay. We'll get to it.
DJs. That's what I mean. But
DJ was like, I know what you mean. Yeah. So
when did you start doing comedy? What'd you start?
So in 2000,
You're doing all this for everybody else, and you're like, I can do this shit.
Well, in 2018, it wasn't as simple as that, but yes, it was in 2018. I was shooting a music video for Sakan and Compton Menace. So Sakan's arguably one of the biggest rappers in Latin America. He tours. He's has millions and millions of views on all his stuff.
I have a question. Do you with that? So exactly that. Like I don't even know who that is, right? Yeah. You know who Carol G is?
Yeah, she just
headlined Coachella. They said that she's
last night
the first Latin artist ever closed the festival, but also like was playing stadiums.
Yeah,
which is crazy,
insane. I
knew who Bad Bunny was only because I know people in the ticket business, but I never heard of him until right after the pandemic. Like, so. Is that just crazy that there's all these worlds that no one even knows? Like,
yeah, dude, the world is bigger than just the United States.
Racist. Yo, how are these non-white
Dude, the music
people
doesn't, entertainment doesn't end here.
How are these non-whiteys blowing up? Who are these brownies? Listen,
I'm telling you, dude.
Carol G, though, I never heard of her. They said the chick is like bigger than Jennifer Lopez.
Huge.
You know who that is?
Yes.
Bro, am I crazy to say that she doesn't get American play or no?
She gets played here.
Okay, so I'm not in the know.
For sure. No, I mean, yeah, you're probably just not in tune with it. You know what I'm saying? But
yeah, but I knew a lot of other people on the lineup, and I just never heard of her.
Massive. I mean, she's not doing. I don't think particularly she's doing English music. I think most of her stuff is in Spanish. But generally, like, she is a world talent. You know what I'm saying? She is global in a way. You know?
Yeah. So you were doing this for these big artists. Mm-hmm. And then what happened?
So I'm doing this music video. We're on our last shot of the night. I'm getting greedy as a director. I was like, you know what? I need one more shot. One more martini shot. And I decide to take the guys, take the whole crew. We go to Fairfax and Miracle Mile Lights.
Yeah.
Or they're by so we go there.
Cool
and
shot.
we park adjacent to the lights, and we really can't see the truck where we're at shooting, but it's just maybe, I don't know, 200 yards, 250 yards, but we can't see it. So all I did was grab one red cam, and I grabbed a speaker just for playback music. And I said, let's go, everybody, let's go. This is all we need. 10, 15 minutes, we go back, everything's gone from the truck. Everything. Lights, monitors.
Oh, you got robbed?
Everything.
Whoa.
Everything is gone. Everything is gone, bro.
You didn't leave one homie there?
Everything was gone. Panasonic monitor worth gang of money, gone. Everything's gone. Lights, laptops, hard drives. Keep in mind, I had just shot 3 music videos in I think it was, in Honduras. And those hard drives were in there with music videos that I had just shot that hadn't been edited yet. Gone.
You didn't have security?
Dude, so we just left the truck thinking that it was going to be fine. We'll be right back. We closed the truck.
In Miracle Mile. No, that's crazy. I wouldn't have thought you would have got robbed that quick.
Dude, it was like, remember that scene in Ninja Turtles and shit where like the Foot Clan goes into the truck and steals everything quickly?
Yeah.
It was like just like that.
Wow.
Just like that, bro.
Wow.
And so it was one of those things where I was like, fuck, dude, my world, everything I've worked for the last 10, 12 years is gone. And
that was all your equipment?
In a matter of, some stuff was rented, but for the most part, it was all mine. Lenses, everything gone like that. And I was devastated, fucking devastated. Do you gotta remember, like you've worked so hard for all your gear, and at this point, like I remember I was just like, man, fuck all this. I don't know if I want to sit here and redo this shit. Like, do I want to go back and have to get all this gear again? And I remember even posting on social media, like begging people to rat, like somebody, if anybody knows anything, please. I even put that shit in black and white for dramatic effect. And that shit.
What, you thought it was an inside job?
I know. So come to find out, it wasn't an inside job. So what happens at Miracle Mile, there was like a ring of thieves.
Yeah.
And what they would do is that they would go and watch people, like, because it's a bunch of tourists. They will watch the tourists get off their cars. They would go, ransack the cars. And then by the time that the tourists got back, they were all gone. They ended up finding a backpack, and they were like, yo, is this your backpack? The cops were like, is this your backpack? I was like, let me see it. And I opened it and had a bunch of IDs, credit cards, passports, all that shit. And they're like maybe 200
Whoa.
IDs and passports and all that shit. So they ended up finding that bag somewhere, and they thought it was mine. But it wasn't an inside job. I wish it would have been, because we would have got to the bottom of it faster, and I wish I could have got all my shit back,
Mm-hmm.
But unfortunately, that wasn't it. And then so I'm sitting at my studio. I was kind of bartering a studio, like a little office. from E-Dub and Kool-Aid, the creators of Pocos Pero Locos. I was shooting their music videos as an in-house guy, and I would barter my work for office space for them, you know? So I'm sitting there, and I'm kind of just packing up my shit because I ain't got nothing else to really offer at this point, you know? And I'm sitting there watching music. I'm sitting there watching YouTube videos, and I'm watching all this comedy shit, and I'm like, yo, I could do some sketches. This shit's cool. Like, man, I'm looking at these people like, man, 500,000 views, and I'm like, damn, okay, 500,000 views, these motherfuckers are making some bread. And to me, it was like, you know what? Like, this is your last. I remember leaving the studio, and I was at Jack in the Box, actually, and I'm sitting in the driveway, in the drive-thru, and I'm like, man, I'm 33. What am I going to do? Like, I was like, might as well just give this acting shit and comedy shit one last shot, brother. This is all you got. This is all you fucking got. This is really all you got. And I remember I went back to the studio and I searched the skit, and I did one of those remix skits where I put myself in a video, right? And because I knew lighting, I knew timing of day, angles, and all that, I made it seem like I was really in that skit.
Yeah.
So then people were like, "Whoa, what the fuck? That's super funny." And then I posted it, got a bunch of comments. And this is at a time where I was traveling. I'm traveling everywhere, and I would only get 5-6 comments. I'm like, my mom, my sister, like, "Oh, you're doing great. We're proud of you." You know? And when I posted this skit, it was like people I didn't even know. They're like, "Yo, this shit's funny, dog. Keep going. You got something." So I remember I kept doing it, and at some point in the beginning, I called my girl, and I was like, "Hey, what do you think?" She's like, "Keep going." I was like, "Do I embarrass you doing this shit?" She's like, "Nah, let's go." And I was like, "Fuck it." That was the only thing I cared about, is me embarrassing my wife at the time. And I was like, "Are we good? You good?" I'm 33 trying to do this comedy influencer shit. Like, I don't know if I'm too old for this shit, you know?
Yeah.
How
long you been married?
Now going on 16 years, brother.
Okay. Wow.
And so it was one of, like, me, I took social media as this is gonna be my audition tape.
Yeah.
Social media is the new shit, and I kind of felt like social media was gonna be my audition tape for people to see that, for one, I'm funny, and for two, that I can act.
For the people listening that don't totally understand how business works, although a lot do now, you're the new way. Because someone like me, right, I came up kind of in the clubs, but I couldn't even get spots in the clubs because I had no credits. So we used to have something called New Faces Night. So I would do tons of open mics and then audition like once every 3 weeks for like a 2-minute spot to get on a club.
Yeah.
And that's how it started, right? And, you know, they would be like, you'd have to kill, and then if you killed, then maybe they'd give you another one. And it was a process.
Yeah.
But I started noticing they were like, well, if you had credits, you would be in here more. But I was like, that's not comedy.
No shit. Yeah.
That's just credits. But that's how they did it, right? But like, there's a few clubs that just don't care about any of that, just care about comedy. Like New York clubs are more like just they want the funny.
The Cellar, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, that's all they want, the funny. And so, I ended up getting a commercial agent through the clubs, the factory, and then through there I got a commercial eventually. Yeah. And they saw it, and then so I started getting a little bit more.
This is what, like late
93?
93. So this is before Scream.
Oh, way before all that.
Okay.
So once I started acting, it was easier, but I was getting so busy I couldn't go in the clubs as much. So then once I came out of it, I had left the clubs is really kind of like 15 minutes, maybe a middle, more of a host. So then I started getting headline spots, and I just wasn't good. So I bring 3 people with me to help me. But what I'm saying is I went from 0, nothing, and then hero, but it was years of being a 0, like 5 years on the open mic circuit. We didn't have the social media. Yeah. And now so I had traditional media. So they would say, "You seen him on Tonight Show, you seen him on blah, blah, blah." Now, I'll go in the club as me, people know me, and I'm on the marquee as me, and there'll be 6 p.m. show, Concrete, sold out, added another show, 8 o'clock, Concrete, sold out. And so you're the new way which I think is, I'm traditional media, so I can't totally go against it because I love it. But
Yeah.
I think it's the best way. What you've done, the way you're doing it, is because you start with you and your audience and nothing, and they grow with you.
Yeah.
And so, like I'm saying, everybody who's listening, it's like you were selling more tickets than me at the shoe. You sold more tickets than me at Covina. I mean, people love me, but it's like I'm trying to get I'm known, and it's cool. I'm very much an entity, but I have to get the sticky.
You're fucking Jamie Kennedy, brother.
Well,
Come
I
on.
appreciate that, but you have to keep them reminded and the stickiness of your community,
Yeah.
whether it's your podcast voice or your social media or they're following your movies or whatever. I do a lot of things, which I'm fortunate, but so it's like they're following your journey.
Yeah, for sure.
And it's like, dude, your meet and greet was crazy, like fucking crazy.
Yeah.
So it's like
it's crazy to me. Jamie,
I call you like a Nate Jackson. You know who Nate Jackson is?
Yeah, it's my boy, yeah.
He's like that. You're like but you're doing it correctly because you came up doing skits. And when did you start doing the stand up?
So I didn't. To be truthful, like I want to act, brother. That's always been my
100%.
shit.
But does it end right?
Right. So my whole thing was like I just wanted to do skits so that people can be like, hey, this motherfucker can act. And granted, I did end up getting a couple things. I did end up getting a couple, comedy movies. I got a little TV series that ended up on Tubi kind of deal, or like early in the 2020s and whatnot. And then in 2023, late 2023, my boy Jerry Garcia calls me, and he was like, "Hey man, I know you don't do stand up, and I didn't want to do stand up, Jamie. That wasn't my shit. I never wanted to do it."
Okay.
He said, "Look, bro, we're doing a tour called Los Tóxicos. It's me. It's me, Jerry Garcia, Jesus Sepulveda, and Frankie Quiñones, Creeper.
Mm-hmm.
It's us three, and we need a fourth as a host."
Mm-hmm.
He's all like, "We see that people love you. You have, like you're very charismatic. You have your characters. Look," I was like, "Jerry, I don't do stand up." He's like, "We don't need you to do stand up. You let us handle the stand up.
Mm-hmm.
You just go up there with your characters. You do 2 minutes in between, just make people laugh, hype up the crowd, and bring us up. That's your job." I said, all right. And then, so I ended up, my first comedy club that I did was the Laugh Factory in San Diego. And like any other brand new comedian, completely fucking bombs, you know what I'm saying? Even with my characters, the people that went to go see me were like, "We love your characters, but now what?" The 1 minute skits are funny, but now what? So then they were like, "Don't even worry about it, bro. Just keep doing it." And it kept growing. And as people started seeing on my social media that I was doing comedy on stage, we started fucking selling out shows and we started selling tickets.
Wait, when did you start?
2023.
The end?
The end of 2023.
So wait a minute. So you've been doing comedy for 2.5 years?
Yeah.
Bro.
Yeah.
You fucking just played 800 people this weekend in Boise.
Yeah. And stand up. No characters, just straight stand up. Wow. I mean, I've been really working my ass off, really sharpening the pen, and
Harry's listen, Harry. If Harry books you, then it's legit because he is a tough critic.
He knows comedy.
No, he does. For sure.
He knows comedy.
So it's like if Harry gives you the blessing, then it's all good.
Yeah.
Wait, you're 2.5 years in. That's it.
Yeah,
I thought you were like 8.
Nah, because my first solo tour was 2024.
So wait, you started doing, was the Laugh Factory sold out? It's very hard to sell that room.
The San Diego one.
Yeah, did you sell it out?
Yeah, I think we sold it out. But it was 4 of us. It was me, Frankie.
Amazing.
I mean, those guys are veterans, heavy hitters.
Yeah,
I mean, they're
of course.
funny. You know what I'm saying?
So wait, you go start doing that, and then what happened?
And then we start really fucking blowing up. And, we're starting to fucking really sell tickets. We're doing 600 seaters, 800 seaters. And, just like every band, shit hits the fan at some point.
You got in an argument with them.
We didn't get into an argument. It was just more like, now you start getting into like, and keep in mind, dude, like.
Started feeling yourself.
Like, not even me. Like, we're all making bread, you know what I'm saying? But there's, management issues and this and this and that. And now you got four strong comics, and so who's headlining? Who's the
you're getting strong because you said you weren't strong.
And I'm getting stronger now. And now, you know, people are coming to see me, but I'm not strong enough yet. So I'm still trying to find myself. We're all trying to figure it out. And then so the band broke up. We just couldn't, like, even though it was people were coming, people were really fucking with Los Tóxicos. They were really fucking with it. And for whatever reason, we just couldn't make it work. I don't know if it was our egos. I don't know if it was mismanagement of you know, you have 4 all-stars and maybe we didn't have the right coach or I don't know what it is, right? But we just couldn't figure it out, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like between us 4. At this point, and let me be very clear, at this point, Frankie was out of it. Frankie kind of...
Yeah, I know Frankie more than everyone else.
Frankie backed out of it, like...
He's been on the circuit
Because he got busy. He started doing his own thing. At this point, I think he was starting to do the Hulu stuff, this fool. So he was like, kind of, guys, I'm busy. You guys more than likely keep going. So we ended up replacing him with our boy, Jay Valentino. So then the band breaks up, brother. Just, you know, the band breaks up. Everybody kind of does their own thing. I ended up bringing Jerry with me. I was like, Jerry, do you want to keep rocking with me, bro? I'm going to start booking my own shows. Do you want to? And he's like, bro, I got you. I'll back you up. And I was like, because I still need a veteran homie to come with me and really teach me the ropes of the comedy industry and the etiquette. And, like, I didn't know shit. Like, again, going back to, like, I got thrown into this shit.
Bro, you bullshit your way through it. Everything. I love it. Bullshit your way.
I didn't know anything about it.
Rapping, you bullshit your way through directing, you bullshit your way through comedy. Keep bullshitting, baby.
Keep bullshitting, baby.
You bullshit your way your backstory. You're probably from fucking Beverly Hills.
Yeah,
You're from Cleveland,
dude. I'm just living the dream, baby.
Bro.
I tell people, dog. I shit you not, Jim. I always tell people, dude, I live a Forrest Gump life, baby.
Dude,
I'm
incredible.
everywhere I need to be at the right time, at the right place.
Well, you know what I love about you is that I don't know you, but your energy, you're really happy
to
be there. You're
you gotta be happy, brother. You gotta be happy.
You got good vibes. So wait, I don't understand. After 2.5 years, I may have had 8 minutes. Nah, I didn't even have 8 minutes, bro.
Well,
I didn't have 8 minutes, bro.
I was thrown into this shit, Jamie. Like,
I didn't have 8 minutes. I barely have 10 minutes now.
I didn't have a fucking, because you gotta think about it. I remember, like, the first show we this is my first tour 2024, and they were like, my manager's like, he's getting booking crazy. He's like, man, I'm getting calls everywhere.
So they heard about the tour.
Yeah.
You guys broke up.
Yeah.
And then they said.
So now we're getting calls like, hey, we need Concrete here. You need him to do
so. So you started killing at those shows. So
then my first, like, I remember my first bit, like my first little run was at the Bellflower, stand up in Bellflower.
Yeah. Great one.
Fucking sold out 8 shows, like, in a matter of, like, 2 hours.
What?
Yeah, like 8 shows in a matter of 2 hours. And I was like, what the fuck is going on?
What?
What is going on, bro?
8 shows?
Yeah, we did two a night. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
In Bellflower?
In Bellflower, the stand-up.
After your tour broke up?
After the tour
broke up. Where you were
up.
just the host?
Where I was just the host.
Where you said you started by bombing?
Heavily.
So was the social media blowing up?
Social media is blowing up. I'm not even posting the fact that I'm doing stand-up. I'm just posting my skits at this. When people want to come see the guy that they see on social media, they don't really. I don't think they even understood that I was trying to do stand-up.
That club is one of the greatest clubs in the world.
It's fun. Super fun.
But dude, 8. I didn't hear anyone selling out. I think Jeff Garcia, God rest his soul, was selling out a ton there too.
Yeah. So I sold out my first 8 shows there from Thursday to Friday. Sold them out like in an hour or two. I remember we were going crazy. The team was going crazy. My manager, we were just like, what the fuck is happening? And then, you know, next thing you know, I just keep booking shows and I'm selling them out and I'm doing this. And I was really.
What are you doing on stage?
I'm doing bits.
And how long did you do?
I was doing 35, 40 minutes. So
40 minutes.
40 minutes. So I was bringing in.
And then how many homies did you bring?
I had Jerry Garcia that that would come in and feature for me. He would do about 25, 30.
Okay.
And then I would have, a host that would do 15 up top, and then an opener that would do like another 10. So by the time we were in and out, 90 minutes. An hour and a half. It was 90 minutes, right? Like it's perfect. We always wanted to do a 90-minute show.
Okay.
And so. I started just writing my ass off, bro. Just writing based off experience, self-deprecation comedy, and just really doing a lot of my act outs. I'm very physical on stage. Mm-hmm. So I started just doing my act outs, and people started liking it, and it just became one of those things where I had to learn on the job. There was, so I would book pop-ups, sell out just to work on material.
Wow.
because I was afraid of doing the 5 minutes at the store. Because I was like, nah, I don't want to do the store. I'd rather just do it on my own. I don't.
No, it's good that you like that. It's good that obviously you're doing that.
Yeah.
Now you can pop in those places on shows and just do it. It's good to see, what the peers are up to. But you're doing your own thing.
Yeah, for sure. No, and truthfully, like I rather I'm very like I don't even try to watch comedy stand up.
I get you.
Because I don't.
But it's good if you go out there and kill, do 5 minutes and kill, let people know what's up.
Yeah, for sure. So I mean, I do pop in every now and then. Like I'm popping in from my boys at the Improv in Ontario this Wednesday, and Corey and Chad are doing like their 10-year, 20-year anniversary, doing their dirty at 10:30 or something like that. So fast forward, last year we were, so 2024 I did my tour on solo. Last year we did it again, but we added my boy Duno. So we did the club circuit, and then, how it is, bro, doing fucking 6 shows a weekend, 8 shows a weekend, 2 a night, bro. You start burning out. It's tough. You start getting really tired, and I want to be at home more. And
were you going on hard? Were you going weekend? Were you going like how many weekends in a row would you do?
Oh, bro, we lived on the road last year. It was we were fucking Thursday through Sunday.
Out of 52 weekends, how many did you do?
We probably did 35, 30.
Yeah, that's a lot.
30 or
especially with yours.
Yeah,
shows.
30 or 40. Yeah, I mean, obviously, and again, you like.
Were you doing the early shows because the clubs getting greedy, but you could have sold out the main shows?
Oh no, I mean, all last year we were doing all main shows.
Okay, so you're doing the 8 and 10.
Yeah, the 8 and 10, and then some people, and then for some shows we were doing the matinees because we were selling out fast, so we were doing the 3:30 shows, 4:30 shows, just to add another one,
But you're playing like improvs.
Yeah, improvs and hyenas and whatever comedy clubs there is in that city. We're hitting them.
So now that's insane that you did this so quickly.
Yeah.
So then what happens?
So then this year we decided to start
theaters.
So this year we're doing theaters, casinos, and signing them out.
But I thought you were burnt out. Bro.
Well, now it's just one show a night. Now it's one show a night, one theater. Instead of doing 1,000, 2,000 tickets on a weekend, we're doing 2,000 weekends in one night. 1,000, 2,000 tickets in one night.
So you're charging a good amount, I hope.
What do you mean charging?
Like $40, $50 average.
Yeah,
40.
Yeah, front row.
Because you came here and you were like, well, if I get a bag, I'll move. And I'm like, you're getting your bag. Aren't you in the middle of your bag?
Yeah, I'm getting it, but I'm getting it, but it's not like you. You've been in this shit for what, 20, 30 years?
Dude,
yeah, come on, dog.
Trust me, dude. I remember doing 2.5 years ago, Matt Rife doing 8 minutes for me in Vegas. I think I sold 78 tickets. He tweeted out, I sold 79. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. He just got 27 million last year in his bag.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
I'm hoping to get.
The bag is gettable.
Yeah, I'm hoping to get at Matt Rife level. That'd be dope.
Dude, I mean, listen to me. When I saw you, it's funny because I remember seeing you around because I never saw you. I was our guy at Stand Up Bellflower. I love that club.
Yeah, John.
And John was there, and he was like, "Oh, Concrete was just here," and you were like in the early shows because they cannot deny you, even if you only have 30 minutes, whatever. The clubs can't deny you because you're like, "I'm gonna sell the fuck shit out. Give me a 2:00 show."
Yeah, I don't give a fuck.
So you'll do that, and then and then Harry opened it up, and then you were at the Covina all the time.
Yeah.
But I don't think. And then I want to say one night I was at Ice House, and I think you had finished your show, and I was doing a late show. I think.
Yeah.
So you were, and I walked by, I'm like, who is this dude? And it was nuts. It was like a fucking party in there. It was
yeah.
So I was like, this guy's making around, and then we, hung in.
Yeah,
in
and
Vegas.
then we fucking met at the Horseshoe, at the Horseshoe.
Yeah, so it's what you're experiencing is wild.
Yeah,
there are a lot of people that like it. There's a lot of people that don't like it. What I love about you is you started on social media, and you really do care about comedy.
Fuck yeah.
And you want to do it correctly.
Yeah.
And you're even like, I'm going to do my own shit, and then I'll do these other clubs when I feel ready to go in and do it. Because that's a different thing in the way a lot of these other comics are doing it. They came up through the club system and all that stuff.
Yeah, dog. And I respect that shit. Like, I mean,
really do.
Like, I respect the craft, bro. And and that's one thing, Jamie, why I never really wanted to. In the beginning, when I didn't want to do stand up, it was because I didn't want to disrespect the craft. It's a craft, bro, and it's a craft that is very well respected. And like if you're in the comedy world and you're in the circuit, you know what it is to write a fucking joke.
It's hard, dude.
It's really hard to write a joke, and it's really hard to write a joke that fucking hits. You can write a joke to you, but you think it's funny, but now you got to go test it in front of people, and that's really where are you funny?
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? And I never wanted to disrespect the craft. And the moment that I fell in love with it, I was like, okay. And then once I got that first hit of laughter, I was like,
no, bro,
I love this shit.
In the Horseshoe, it was like that escalator comes down, and it was just vatas. Is that female? It was like highness. It was a lot of very healthy women. And the homies, like, they always had like a joker with them. Like, that's my lady. I'm Joker. You know, like, bro, but you had it on lock.
Yeah.
And they were coming down, and they couldn't get enough of you.
Yeah.
Like, it was fucking insane.
Nah, it's fucking dope, man, to see that. I mean, to see the growth and for people to really like take a liking to it. Like, that's dope, dog. You know, like, fuck.
But like, you will get a special. Because I'm going to tell you how the business works now.
Yeah.
The business used to make people. Now people make the business.
Yeah.
You know what I mean by
I'm
that?
not rushing it for a special.
No, I know you're not. But
Yeah.
because they improv and I would go in, they go, well, and I had no way to prove myself, right? And they go, you're not funny. So you have to work your way up. Now you build up over here online, and the club's like, please come. Please come. And then Netflix sees you killing the clubs, and they're like, please come. So that's how it is.
Yeah,
So the artist is in control, and I love what you're doing.
Yeah.
And I get mad at certain things that happen, but I'm not mad at you because I know how hard you work.
Yeah.
I see your audience. I see how loving and jolly you are doing it, and you're hilarious.
Yeah.
And you also cultivate it. And how do you feel? Because there is a whole thing in stand-up now. I don't know if you know this, where it's literally more. There's a whole just a hangout where people are popular and they're selling shows at a stand-up club, but they're not totally really doing stand-up. They're hanging out. You know that.
Yeah, I mean,
that's a totally different thing. They're going to say they're doing stand-up.
Yeah, nah, I'm doing bits.
No, you're doing bits. I know.
Like, I'm doing bits.
There's a lot of people that don't do bits.
You know, again, I ain't knocking nobody in what they do. I mean, however they want to sell their tickets or go up there and you know, I mean, do what you want to do. That, man, look, man, there's an audience for everyone, and I would never knock nobody's hustle. You know, I've decided to do it the Jamie Foxx way, the you know what I'm saying, do it the George Lopez way, the guys that go out there and do stand up, the guys that I grew up watching, I mean, the Rodney Dangerfields of the world, all these guys that go up there, the Eddie Murphys of the world, the Bernie Macs, and all these guys that went up there and Chappelle's of the world, bro. I mean, I could name countless comedians, and to me, I grew up on that era. So to me, like I told you before, like it's about mimicking that, not taking from no one, but I'm definitely taking certain assets and from different and building my own little transformer kind of character, But at the end of the day, like I want people to be like, yo, I went to that guy's show. And not only is he fucking funny on social media with skits, but the dude actually puts on a fucking show on stage. And I want people to really come and be like, you know what? Those $45 that I paid for to see that dude do 40 minutes or an hour, like he really went out there and gave it everything he fucking had. You know what I'm saying? And I want you to leave my show and saying, that was a stand-up show. I fuck with it.
Yeah.
I fuck with it. You know? That's it.
There's a lot of people that do skits on social media and don't really get their stand-up right. And then there's people like you Trevor Wallace. Trevor Wallace, I think, started on social media. He's
well, because
always
honestly,
doing shows. He's killing it.
And to be completely honest, dude, like I heard it. Like I'm not naive, bro. Like I'm not stupid. Like I heard the rumors. Why is he doing this shit?
Well, you heard there's rumors about
he's
you?
a sketch guy. You know, people would tell
Haters?
me certain people said this or certain people said that, and I'm like, all right. And that's
I never heard that about you.
And that's just futile early on, because it was like one of those things where it was like, he's a social media guy. Why? Oh, he's stand up now. He's a social media guy.
See, they always put you in a box.
You know what I'm saying? So to me, it was more like, all right, I bet. Bet. Okay, bet. So if that's the case, then let me really put the pedal to the metal on this shit. And let me show you that I can really, because it's not easy, bro. Like people think like, oh, and look, I'll be the first one to fucking say it. Like being funny on screen is not the same as being funny on stage. It's not, because I had to go through that. I was trying to simplify my jokes from sketches to stand up, and the shit wasn't communicating. It wasn't. I had to separate. I had to be like, okay, cool. This is a different style of funny. You know, what are you gonna be, a storyteller? You're gonna be punchy. You're gonna have, you know, what I'm saying, like, what's your style gonna be? You know. So like once I found what I wanted to do, which is my act outs, funny, keep shit punchy, boom, boom, boom. Let's go, cool. Like once I found that, I was off to the races. You know, like there's. Dog, when I put myself, like when I say I'm gonna do something, I fucking do it. I don't give a fuck what it is, brother. And once I fell in love with stand up, I regret not starting earlier. But I know that God was like, okay, now it's your time, dog. Learn this shit, you know. And I respect comedy the same way I respect the person that buys my ticket, because I don't want them to leave disappointed. Obviously, you can't make everybody fucking happy, right? But I want people to come out and be like, all right, that dude gave us a fucking show. And I want to make sure that even the people that open up for me are giving people a fucking show. Down to my host, down to my DJ, down to the people that are helping me sell my merch. Like, we got to give people an experience. Smile, be cool, be personable, thank people, because without them, we ain't shit, bro, at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? To our followers, whoever buys a ticket, bro, we appreciate that shit, bro. It really do.
You hear that, Chappelle Rowan?
Don't know who that is.
Chappelle, you don't know who that is?
No.
Damn, she's
I don't know.
Redhead girl.
Oh, I'm not
getting
really.
a lot of trouble for not being nice to her fans.
Oh man, nah, I'm very like this, man. Like, and I don't mean no disrespect to Mrs. Chappelle Rowan, but I'm very like this, but I'm just, you know, blinders on.
You went to Joe Coy and Fluffy?
Yeah.
How insane was that? That's the biggest show ever.
I went home. And
do you know them?
Yeah.
So they invited you?
Yeah, Joe did. Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah, Joe was very gracious, and he hit me up and he was like, yo, man, I want you to come out to the show, gave me tickets. Fluffy also reached out, you know what I'm saying? But Joe did it first. But, you know, so Joe put me on his list, and I was like, man, thank you. I was going to buy tickets, man, but, you know, he was like, I got you, bro. Don't even trip.
Because I saw you there. I was like, wow.
Yeah, and
it's insane.
I was
the biggest show ever.
Yeah, I was just like, you know, like, I mean, you're watching Masters at work, you know, so when you watch that, you're just kind of like, all right, bet, like, all right, you know, there's definitely a fucking, there's a... You
saw concrete. You saw that in the back. You started thinking about that, for real.
Oh, yeah.
I know.
Oh, yeah, bro. Yeah. Everything that's happening right now, I visualized it 2 years ago.
Yeah.
You know?
What's crazy is this is not crazy to say this, because we never even had stand-up in stadiums. I mean, I think... Kevin Hart was the first to do a football stadium, I think. Then Fluffy and Joe. And I think Fluffy did Dodgers like 2 nights sold out.
Yeah, he sold out 2 nights. That's insane. Bro.
And now Shane Gill's about to do it in the same place Kevin Hart did it. So we have these things happening. I do believe there's going to be more people that their audiences are going to get bigger. You're going to see Matt Rife in a stadium, and it's incredible. It's incredible.
Oh, for sure. I mean, I think, you know, I mean,
so if you're visualizing that, I can see that.
I visualize it. I mean, we actually had premature conversations with Intuit Dome. They invited me out to come out and check out the facility and all that. And
how many seats is that?
I don't know, 17, 18,000.
Wait, where's the Dome?
Intuit Dome, where the Clippers play, the brand new stadium.
They invited you out?
Yeah, they invited me out to check out the place. And
for what?
For a show there. I'm like, I'm not ready yet. I'll be back though. I'll be back though. To be completely honest, dude, the first one I want to do, if I'm gonna do an arena show, and if I get to that point and God blesses me with the opportunity, I probably want to do the Great Western Forum first.
Yeah. LA, baby, throw it up.
Yeah.
Throw it up, yo.
I want to do the Great Western Forum.
Keep it old school, bro.
You know, the Great Western Forum, and if not, then probably take it, down the street and go to Crypto or something.
Staples. It's always gonna be Staples.
Forum
first.
Staples
second.
To me, the Forum would be probably the first one I want to do.
Bro.
If God gives me the opportunity to do it, hey, that'd be it.
Yo, bro.
Let's go. That'd be fucking sick.
No, 100%, bro. That's where Joe. I thought it started seeing Joe Coy.
Yeah, Joe did what? 16 there?
Yeah,
six,
something
six
crazy.
Of them, 6 sold out shows there.
Yeah,
that's fucking insane, dude. I would love to do that.
So you're doing that, and you. Oh, God, this is so crazy, bro. So now, are you on tour every weekend?
For the most part, yeah.
And you did a theater in Boise this weekend.
Yeah.
Sold it out.
Yeah, I mean, so
how
far.
long is your meet and greet?
So far, every show has been sold out. We did the first show of the tour was.
How long is your meet and greet? 100 people?
No, I think this past weekend was 175.
Did they sell that with part of the ticket?
No, with merch. So we sold out the merch. Everything sold. I think we only had like one candle left or some shit.
You sold all your candles.
We had candles, shirts, we had all kinds of shit.
So they buy a package before they go?
Mm-hmm. Or they can buy like a personal meet and greet. But I'm last year we were doing like you buy the ticket and the ticket meet and greet separate. I'm a firm believer in just touch hands, man. Just say what's up to the people. That's it.
You do the meet and greet. So you do the show. Let's say the show is $50.
Mm-hmm.
That's a pretty good seat, right?
Yeah, that's really good seat. Yeah.
And then with the meet and greet on top of, how much is it?
Nothing if you want to buy a shirt.
So people in line are just willing to meet you.
Yeah, so
they
like,
may not all purchase.
Yeah, for example, like my first tour, I did every meet and greet for free. So I would sell out, say, 8 shows at the Ontario, and I would meet 200 people per show.
And you'd have to hope someone buys.
What do you mean? No, I wasn't charging anything for those meet and greets.
I know, but do you have any merch?
Yeah.
So they buy merch?
Sometimes they wouldn't. Okay. I wasn't tripping though, because to me it was just about like I want to meet the people that supported me regardless. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Like
take a picture.
It was nothing for me to take it's nothing for me to take a picture.
Of course.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Obviously it gets harder because now we're doing theaters, so I can't sit there for 800 people. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's really difficult. Plus because we do have like lights out, we got to get out the building. Mm-hmm. Now we're gonna get charged extra money. Cause I am producing my own shows, you know what I'm saying? We are putting up our own bread for it, so it's not like I'm.
Do you have an agent?
Nah. So
you're just doing it yourself?
Yeah, me and my team.
And you call a theater, or you call a theater and set it all up?
Some people have called us. We call, like right now we've been getting hit from like a lot of casinos because the first show of the tour was a casino.
Okay.
It was Spotlight 29. That's 2,200 seats. We sold that shit out.
Did you call them or they call you?
I think for that one they called us, yeah.
Wow, that's incredible.
Yeah.
So hold on, you're doing that. Aren't agents calling you?
Yeah.
And you're not taking their calls?
I'm taking their calls.
I mean, you don't need them. You don't need them, bro.
Jamie.
I can't stand
Jamie,
agents.
to some degree.
I can't stand agents. Clip that.
I know, but to some...
You built this on yourself. This is
I
the
did.
problem of the world, bro.
I did.
You did it all, and they're going to go, hey, Concrete, look what I brought you.
Well, I did, right? Hey,
Creed.
But then this is what happens, Jamie. This is what
They're going to steal 10% of your ass.
But listen, I get that, and I completely understand that. But then... I'm trying to get the auditions too. And
that's how they're going to get you.
And I'm not getting those auditions.
That's how they're going to get you.
Because I'm not a part of that club.
I know, but bro. First of all, you already made a movie.
Number 6 on Netflix for 2 weeks.
Incredible. The movie's called what?
Clicka.
Bro, you're so funny. Number 6 on
Number 6 on Netflix.
Always be promoting.
Number 6 on Netflix for 2 weeks. You can still watch it now. Motion picture, Sony Pictures, Columbia, Clicka.
La Clicka, which you told me about. I was like, I didn't hear about La Clicka because I was in the room with Jimmy Walker.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what was the name of his? He's like, La Clicka. And I was like,
yeah.
So then I went and looked it up, and it's real. Meaning it was.
Yeah, it's real, Jamie. What the fuck?
I didn't know.
It's real. Yeah. Netflix is real too, fucker. Do you have that?
No. No, but it was actually out. It wasn't.
It was in theaters.
I didn't know where it was. You're like, yo, it's like Clicka has a movie I did, so I didn't know if it was on Netflix, Tubi, but it was out in movie theaters.
Yeah, it was out in movie theaters.
It was like a pretty wide release, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was about, I want to say 400 theaters.
Yeah, I want to say even more.
So it was in the grand scheme of things, it was a limited release. But
it was a drama.
But for us, like as like independent filmmakers that eventually got with the major, like, because it was actually produced by Rancho Humilde, Jimmy Humilde. And then, you know, eventually Sony Pictures and Columbia Pictures got involved and all them, and then they put it out for a major release. Yeah.
So you made this movie for a good deal, a budget.
Yeah, I didn't put up the budget, but I was just cast.
You were one of the like 5 leads.
I think there's 3. Yeah, like 3 of us. Yeah.
Okay.
4 of us.
Then it came out. It looks like it made money.
Yeah.
And now it's on Netflix.
Mm-hmm.
And now it's number 6.
Yep.
Incredible.
I don't know where it is right now, but I know for 2 weeks it was number 6. Last week it was number 6.
Okay.
It may have fallen off. I don't know yet.
So CAA will call you and say, hey, let us handle all your tour stuff, right? So here's what they're going to do.
They did already last week.
I'm sure they did. Let me explain what they're going to do to you.
Okay.
Okay, so let's just do the math, everybody watching. Okay, let's just say your ticket. I'm going to give you the modest price of $40 a ticket. I know you had more. I'm going to say that's your base level ticket price. It's probably more, okay? Let's say you did $800 this weekend.
This weekend?
Yeah.
Yeah, roughly.
So you did. So 40 times 1,000 is 40,000. Let's just say 32,000 gate. That's probably light, right?
Mm.
Okay. Your meet and greet. Let's just say 40 was a gross. It's probably low end, right? After everything, I know what you're gonna walk with. You're walking more than a band because you don't have as much, but you do have some crew. Mm-hmm. Well, you know, you pay everybody. That's only going to go up to 80 when you're in 2000s, more 100. You'll be starting $100,000 weekends. If you're not already there, we'll be there very simply. Then it's going to be 150s and boom. And then boom, you know, when you're doing arenas, it's usually going to be 750.
Wow. That's a shit ton of money.
Well, Kanye was the biggest they said ever.
Yeah.
Was it 13?
Shit ton of money, dude.
So think about this. That's where you're at. That's where you will get. They're going to come in and say, oh, we got you the dome. Even though the dome's already got you, right? So they're going to take your ass, fees, all this stuff. So your $750, which you might have walked with a half, they might give you half. They might give you $350. Now stay here. They're going to go, we're going to get you auditions. And they're going to put you in a room with some director. And unless it is one of 6 guys I'm thinking of, what's the point? And they're going to fucking lure you in and say, you know, we see you as like the new, you know, you're going to be, give me the guy. Give me the biggest Latin guy right now. Is there? I want to say like fucking,
there's a lot of fucking.
There was a guy that's one of the greatest actors ever. And he just liked to post him on. What's his name? He was in La Bamba.
Oh, Issei Morales.
Issei Morales is a great actor. Great looking guy. But I'm like, who is the new big Latin guy right now?
I don't know. The guy from fucking the Chilean guy. What was his name again?
Who?
The Chilean guy. What's his name? The guy fucking the.
Okay. Well, they're gonna say
Fantastic Four guy.
Okay. See, that's what we don't know. They're gonna say we see you as Jacob Elordiaz. So they're gonna say you're the Mexican Jacob Elordi, and they're gonna put you in a room with a Star Wars director and all this shit, and you're gonna go woohoo, and you're gonna give away fucking $5 million on the strength. That's me telling you that.
On the strength.
On the realest of real. You got to do your own path, homie.
So what are you suggesting, dog? When I'm not getting the auditions, let's say that. Okay.
What are you missing audition for? You? There's what's being made, bro.
Yeah.
What's being made? You know what just made? Scream 7. The 7th one. I mean, I love them, but like, what's being made? What comedies are being made?
No,
if
I get you.
You should make your own shit.
I am. Matt's included, coming out soon.
Yeah, like, no, I'm not saying don't. I'm just saying be aware because they're going to put their hands.
Nah,
and then they're going to throw you in a fucking management company. Mm-hmm. They're going to try to fucking and then they're going to throw a business manager at you. Yeah. And your ass will be walking away with 41%.
That's insanity.
Yeah, bro. So I'm just telling you, you are killing it. You have to do what you have to do.
Yeah, no, I get you.
Play ball.
I get you.
And be strong. Be like this. If they really want to get you, hold your touring over their fucking heads and go, you have to get me the auditions. I believe Matt, and I'm maybe speaking out of turn again, Matt Rife, I believe he was with UTA for everything, or CAA for everything, and he already had left and went to another agency, which is crazy. Probably wasn't getting the auditions. So you have to think about what you want. I know you want to be a dramatic actor, and I know you are a dramatic actor, and I know you're using everything as a way in. I'm just telling you my 2 cents.
Yeah.
Your touring is powerful.
Yeah.
And you built it.
Well,
so do what you want to do.
And be completely honest with you, that's why we haven't signed.
Yes. Because they all want that.
You know, I mean, I've had meetings with, name it. I probably had them, Jamie. I'd be completely honest with you.
WME's up your ass. They're all up your ass for sure. And to throw in the Spanish thing. What's the correct way to say it? Spanish, Latin, racist.
I don't give a fuck. However you want to say it.
We can't say Mexican because it's not just Mexican. Let's just say the Latin thing.
The Latin community.
Yo, the Latin community. Okay, so you got that going for you.
Mm-hmm.
You're a hot ass tourer. There's not a ton. Well, Frankie's blowing up after a long time.
Yeah, no, I mean, there's just shit ton of guys that are in the Latin world.
But
you know,
like you're fucking zooming, and there's not like we couldn't even name one Latin star right now, a big movie star. It's more women.
Yeah.
So you're gonna get all that. You have to do what you had to do. You're young.
Yeah.
You're killing it. You've hustled, and you've bullshitted your way to this couch. Without you even asking. He didn't even ask.
I'm not even supposed to be here right now.
I hit him up. I'm like, yo, Crete, come to my pod. And the motherfucker was 6 minutes early. I wasn't ready. You're punctual.
Yeah.
You're not on drugs.
No,
bro. You're a super professional. You kill it. You're selling out shows. Like, yo, so I reached out to you. Because I just know, I'm running this guy too much. He's interested. Plus, we had such a good time, and you were just laughing. And the factory was so many people. I mean, from God, who's the oldest legend? I'm forgetting his name right now. Who was there?
Fucking Richard Pryor?
No, Rich Little.
Oh, Richard Little.
Rich Little was there.
Rich Little.
Jimmy Walker.
Yeah, Rich Little was there. We took a picture with him.
Brad Garrett, like all of us were there.
Yeah.
Shane Matash, like all different people, all walks of life.
I'm just happy to be in the fucking building with you guys, dude. That's crazy.
And you were selling out, killing. And so all I'm saying is you have to do what you have to do.
Yeah.
And I'm just telling you, you hold all the cards. You just made La Clicka. It did well because I did look at the numbers. It was theatrical, and I didn't mean any disrespect. I didn't know if it was like on Tubi or whatever because I had a couple recent Tubis. It happens. But like, you end up on Tubi. These things happen. But you had a fucking release, and it's the Spanish theme probably helps with that. Amazing. Mm-hmm. The whole underserved audience.
For sure.
You're killing it. You produced it. I'm not saying you can't go out. I mean, you want to be on a TV show? You're gonna make $100,000 a weekend. You want to be stuck on some fucking show?
Yeah, I yeah. That
you're killing.
That's
it.
the comedy one, right?
Yeah. You'll make $20,000 a week.
Yeah.
I mean, if it adds to your audience, you already have. Or do you want to make your own fucking vehicle?
Yeah.
Or just, you talk to me. You're like, yo, let's talk about some Netflix stuff, whatever. Like, I'm down to clown with the brown. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, so if you need your resident white, let me know.
Why don't we do a movie together?
100%. 100%.
I'm down to co-produce. I'm down to co-executive produce shit.
Well, because you're helping me and I'm helping you.
You get me with the white folks, I'll get you with the brown folks.
100%. And I got I got the fucking know-how.
Yeah.
Even though the business has changed, though.
It has changed, but I got the way that it changed. I know the way that it changed.
I know. So we should talk about that.
You know?
For real. And I think that's what we're missing in this town.
Yeah.
We're missing these...
cross-pollination.
Yeah. That's what made Rush Hour so good. That's what made 48 Hours so good. All of those movies. And we're not making them because people got offended and they're fucking 16 genders and all that shit. You know how it is.
Yeah, I get it.
So it's like, seriously, we should talk about it because...
I'm dead fucking serious,
and it's
bro.
like, make it... There was some dude, Enrique. Do you remember this dude a couple years ago before the pandemic? He was Spanish. What the fuck was his name?
Enrique.
He would make these movies and they would kill. It would be once a year for like 4 years. And he was a big Spanish star. I forget his name. And he...
Eugenio Derbez?
Maybe... What is his name?
Eugenio Derbez?
Maybe.
He made that one film about the little girl that was like dying.
Well, these were comedies.
Yeah, they were. Well, yeah, they were like
I think I don't.
dramedies. Well, I don't know.
Yeah, but
Argento the Best is like a huge Mexican comedian.
yes,
came from sketch comedy.
How come I don't see him anymore?
I don't know. He did that one like that one Vest movie. Let me see. And I hate to break out the phone because it's kind of fucking cheesy to do it.
No, I look. But I feel like he was serving the market, and then the market got unserved. And
I don't know.
Like I feel like Fluffy now is like people are getting their fill from Fluffy, but there's like so many more Mexican comedians.
Well, there's so many. I mean, there's Alfred Robles, there's Renee Vaca, there's. I mean, there's so many dudes that are out there.
Ralph now.
There's Ralph Barbosa.
Yeah.
I mean, of course, man. There's so many dudes, bro, that are that are killing it. Like, I'm technically I'm not the only one. These guys have been doing it.
I know.
And respect to them. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to you guys for paving the way and shit. But all these guys are killing it, man. I'd be lying if I said I was the only one. I'm not, bro. There's these guys. Alfred's fucking selling out. Obviously, Renee just fucking did Toyota Center in Ontario.
How many seats is that?
That's roughly fucking 9,000-10,000. Who knows?
Wait, Renee Vaca just did what?
Yeah, he just did a comedy show at it was a concert comedy. He had a bunch of artists come out and himself, and that shit was crazy.
Okay, Renee.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Renee's killing it.
We were playing backyards during the pandemic.
Are you? Yes. Are you talking about instructions included?
With Renee.
Talking about this guy, instructions included?
Yes.
Yes.
This guy was huge.
He's huge. So I used to watch him do his sketch comedy, and I picked up a bunch of shit from him. You know, he's one of my goats for sure. I can't do the best.
Well, I feel like he made a movie every year, and it was big, and it was like for the.
And he was getting the American budget.
Yes, and now I feel like I don't see him anymore, so I feel like there's a hole there.
It was American produced films that you know, like it wasn't like he was getting the over the border budget. He was getting American budgets and really doing really well. You know, he was like crossed over, but definitely crossed over.
Wait,
you know
Renee just sold 9,000 tickets.
Yes, bro.
Yo, Robert just hit me up.
Yes,
Zapata. To do another show.
That's the homie.
Robert. I'm like, Robert.
Bob Shoe.
Yeah, and we used to play backyards together, and Renee was the host. Fucking parking lot. 9,000 tickets. Oh, my God. Renee took me to San Bernardino during the pandemic. He's like, play this club, dude. You're going to like it. Bro.
Yeah.
Bro.
Yeah, he took me, he had me, when in between me leaving the tour and me doing my own shit, he had me come out to San Diego, and I
bet you destroyed it.
It was me, him, and Ken Flores, rest in peace. I remember like doing some shows with them, and
Ken Flores passed away as well.
Yeah.
Wait, Jeff Garcia passed away too.
Yes.
I was right, but both. I was like, God rest her soul.
Yeah.
I didn't. So
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
So you did some shows.
Yeah, I rock with it, like a few shows for sure. It's just crazy, bro. I mean, like, so like I said, I'm not the only one that's blowing up. Shout outs to them, man. They're doing great.
I know. And my boy from Texas,
Ralph.
Well, Ralph is the man. And
Yeah.
Jaime, I did their pod. What's Jaime's last name?
Jaime, I don't know.
You know.
Oh yeah, Jaime. Yeah,
It's his boy.
The it's Big Fish pod.
Big Fish, Fat Fish.
Yeah, Fat Fish pod.
But then there's another guy from New Braunfels, Steve. God,
Steve Trevino.
Yeah, Stevie Trevino. Shout out.
Yeah, Steve Trevino.
He's been at it forever. He's blown.
Oh yeah,
He's been blown up though.
Yeah. No, he's been on. He's been on for. Yeah,
he's been on.
He's had a
He's
Netflix
a trailblazer.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just blown away because it's exciting.
Mm-hmm.
Last thing I'll say, I did a movie called Bowfinger.
Yes.
Steve Martin, Eddie Murphy.
Yeah, I know.
Steve Martin, I think, was the first comedian ever to do an arena.
No shit.
Yeah, Madison Square Garden.
Oh shit, I
He
know
was
that.
the only comedian in the 70s.
Oh wow.
Eddie Murphy was the second comedian ever.
In the 80s, with he did what's it called?
Madison Square Garden.
Mm-hmm.
He did Raw. He did Delirious and many things.
And then he was like,
Dice. I think Dice was the third. Did MSG right at the end of the 80s, but I consider him the 90s.
mm-hmm.
And then I want to say Dane.
Then Cook did Madison Square Garden too, no?
Yeah. He did 2 shows. God rest Bob Sagetsoul called me and said Dane sold not 1, but 2 at the TD Garden. He goes, Jamie, it's like a Friday night show at a club, except he's doing it in a fucking arena. He said he sold 2 shows.
That's fucking crazy.
And Bob Saget was like, this is incredible. It was incredible. He called me and told me that. And I was like, that's amazing. So think about your 4, and there's a lot of known comics and huge levels.
Yeah, no shit.
But those are, to me, the 4 cornerstones of our business in terms of selling arenas. You might have had 8 guys sell arenas last week. So what it's crazy now is because people's audiences are building, they're growing, they're doing it. But the fact that you're doing this, and I know who you are, and a lot of people know who you are. The fact that Renee sold 9,000, I mean, this is a shout out, Renee. God bless you, Renee. I remember taking Renee out for fucking Mariscos. Dude, we went to some crazy ass Latin restaurant, did a show outside, the best food, somewhere in like Downey.
Yeah.
And I'm eating all the shellfish. So it's just, and this was 3 years ago? Like maybe?
Yeah.
It's incredible. It's so exciting. I'm just in awe of it.
Yeah, we started buzzing around the same time.
I'm in awe.
But I mean, well, he's maybe like obviously in comedy wise stand up, he's a few years
doing
ahead
it a
of
while,
me. He's maybe out 10 years ahead of me, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But yeah, we started. I'm probably like, as far as buzzing wise, I'm probably like a couple years behind him. You know what I'm saying? They just been killing it for a minute. Him and Ken, and then he linked up with Ralph and all that shit. And they've been doing really good for themselves, dude. And I mean, those guys are fucking killing it, dude. I mean, thank God he gave me the opportunity to come on Rocket shows, and you know,
bro, it's incredible. It's just an exciting time.
It's an explosion, dog. Right now, there's definitely a comedy explosion, and definitely for Latinos, because we are getting the looks right now. You know,
big time.
You know, we're hitting clubs that normally we probably wouldn't hit back in the day, from what I've heard from different comedians. Like, whoa, you're doing that club? Oh shit, we were.
I don't like that they would say this is an urban club or this
or that. Yeah.
But it's like,
so I didn't know those things. I didn't know no, and I still don't know different. I'm just like, look, I can sell tickets. You gonna let me in or not?
They never said this is Sombrero Club.
Nah.
I thought that'd be funnier.
Or like what, like fucking Taco Tuesday comedy.
Yeah. But like, no, but it was like, usually it was like urban club. It's Black Night, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But just bullshit. It just should be funny night. It should be who's ever funny.
Yeah, who's ever funny.
And so it's just incredible, dude. Like I'm so inspired.
It's crazy.
And it's fucking amazing, dude. You're killing it.
That's tight, man. Shit.
And thank you for coming on.
Thank you, dude.
You want to plug anything?
Man, just if you want to check out
La Clicka.
Yeah, watch Clicka.
It's real.
Before it leaves Netflix. Go watch that shit. And then coming up next, I got my self-produced, executive produced this thing called Matt's Included. That'll be dropping soon. I'm going straight to consumer, Amazon Prime.
Smart.
You know, and then yeah, man, if you want to catch a show, I'm coming to a city near you. I'll be coming to the East Coast too pretty soon. Just go to my Instagram at Concrete Live, just how it's spelled, Concrete and then Live. And then I'll take a link in bio, check it out. Come see the skits, check it out. Let's go. That's it, man. Nothing more. Oh, yeah, and listen to me every morning on Power 106 right here in Los Angeles.
Yeah, you're on from when to when?
I'm on, I do the morning show. So I'm from 6 a.m. to 10 a.m. 10 a.m. So just, if you don't catch my shows, catch me every morning on the.
I got to come on.
I do the morning show. Come on.
I got to come on.
Come on.
Go check them out, guys. Much love. Peace. Anyone's talking, they're blockers. That's not why I came to Hollywood. Fucking backwards. Bullshit.
I hate to break it to you.